guys, welcome back. It's Josh with the Financial Advisor Car Guy. So this week I have an update about the Eclipse. Kind of good news. We've had this purple hood right here on Facebook Marketplace and on Craigslist for a little over a year. Basically, as soon as we bought that car, I presented it to my daughter and she really wanted to have that carbon hood on there. So I swapped the hood. This purple one's been moving around my garage. It's been on this wall, it's been on that wall, it's been all over the place. And I had it on Facebook Marketplace and I'd had some interest in it, but nobody local. Everybody's out of the area. There's very few Eclipses in my area. So it was no surprise that it's taken a really long time to sell. But in the meantime, if you guys remember and have been following along, that carbon hood has gone through a couple of reiterations, if you will. When we bought the car, just to kind of recap, it came with that hood rattle canned black. Now, the very first thing we did with that hood was to sand it down and figure out why the previous owners painted it black. As it turns out, basically dead center of the hood, there is a crack. I don't know if somebody stepped on the hood or, if it was on the ground, maybe somebody stepped on it or who knows. But I think that's why they had painted it black, because the crack is really right in the center of the hood. So we sanded it down and then rewrapped it with carbon fiber. And after a few months of that, the carbon fiber started to lift. It started to kind of separate and crack, just being in the elements. And the long and short of it was I peeled that wrap off, rewrapped it a second time with a little bit different grade vinyl, which I actually thought was gonna take a little bit better. It was a little bit more expensive, but the second time around I didn't pay labor to wrap the hood. I just did it on my own with the help of my daughter. And it came out okay. I'm certainly not claiming to be a professional by any means, but it came out okay and looked pretty good until a couple months later, same story. It started to lift, bubble, crack. That hood just won't take a vinyl. And I think it has everything to do with the prep work, honestly. It's been painted and then sanded and it's been exposed to the elements. And, I don't know if I would have had more success if I had painted the hood just flat black or something again to give the vinyl something to stick to. I really don't know. I really don't. But after 2 failed attempts at carbon wrap, my daughter decided, Dad, let's just go ahead and put the purple hood back on. She does want to paint it. She doesn't want to leave it purple. She'd like for it to be a glossy black, but paint it black, sell we'll call it damaged carbon hood, and move forward, right? There's no other carbon fiber on the car, so she's fine. She likes the carbon hood, but doesn't want to paint it black, and obviously wraps won't take, and she doesn't want a semi-sanded hood. So I went ahead and took the purple hood off of Facebook Marketplace, off of Craigslist, went out and took a couple pictures of the carbon hood on the car and posted them to Facebook Marketplace. And I didn't even touch Craigslist this time. I just went ahead and put it right on Facebook Marketplace. And I immediately started getting people asking, how much is the car? How much is the car? Is the car for sale? Want to buy the car? Yeah, sorry guys, not for sale. So, in one regard, that feels really good because obviously we've built a car that others find attractive and desirable and they'd like to own it. But more importantly, my daughter's now pretty well situated in such a way that, what we have into the car, she'd easily get it back. So she can hopefully drive this car for a while. If she gets bored with it, she could probably sell it for more than we're into it, which again is always my name, or always my plan. If we can drive a car for a while and then sell it for what we're into it or more, then we've done really, really well. I don't think that's going to be a problem with this car. In fact, I think if she were to sell it today, she could probably get $2,000 or $3,000 more than what we're into it. But she's not interested in selling, and I did have somebody finally come around and say, I would like to buy the hood. So that's my project today, is to literally swap these hoods. There's a gentleman coming to pick up the hood in a couple hours. There's no rush. It's truly 4 bolts and just a couple minutes of my time. It's not big and heavy enough that I can't do it myself. I absolutely can. The carbon hood especially has come off the car a couple of times, just each time I've had to wrap it. Yeah, 4 bolts and it's done. So that's what I'm gonna do. I will circle back as soon as the hoods are swapped and the carbon hood is driven away. Hopefully, I'm crossing my fingers that nothing goes sideways, but I'm actually getting $250 for that hood, whereas the stock hood, I was asking $100. $100, just take it away. I want it out of my garage. And here we are getting $250 back for the carbon hood, which is awesome, because what I'll do is take some of the proceeds of that carbon hood, I'll go buy some black paint. I have a spray gun. I mean, as you guys saw in a prior episode, you know, painting the side skirts and the rear bumper and all that stuff. And then I can clear coat it and it'll be fine. And so I'll paint that hood a glossy black, and I'm excited for that. That should be great. Get the carbon hood out of the way. Then I really just have these seats to sell, and as soon as those go away, I don't have any residual parts from the Eclipse, and everything has since been installed and ready to go. So I will update you here in just a couple of seconds, but until then, I'm crossing my fingers. All right, guys, quick update. Hood is off. It is in the back of my pickup. I'm gonna meet the guy here shortly. But in the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and get this purple hood back on. Stay tuned. And we are back to stock hood. I met with the guy a little bit ago, got the carbon fiber hood sold. I have some cash in my pocket, and the factory hood is back on the car. Now, it is not, as you can see, it's not closed. It's actually not even secured. The more I thought about it, the more I decided I'm not going to bolt that hood down yet, for a couple of reasons. But first and foremost, it's because I'm gonna paint that hood. So it's gonna come off the car probably as soon as this coming weekend. So I didn't wanna get too ahead of myself. But it's on there. It's at least gonna keep the motor out of the sun. But for the most part, yeah, it's ready to get painted and bolted back together. And then the other hood, right, is gone. So yay. So thanks again for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment down below. Excuse me. Comment down below. Let me know what you think about this project. As you can see, the wing is gone. That's not really gone. It's gonna go right back on the car. But we pulled it off because we removed the wrap from the wing as well. So we painted it a glossy black already. Now I just need to do the hood. So thanks, guys. May every investment you make be a good one. Till next time.